Hello. How are you today? I hope all is well. I hope the blessings of the moon are upon you. That was really stupid. I don't know why I said that. I was trying to think of something like ridiculous to say, and I don't know. Like I got this whole like wolf theme thing going on, so I went with moon. I don't know why. Anyway, for those of you who may be watching this later, my name is the Grim Wolf. I am currently streaming ASKA, and we are going to get into that very soon, as soon as I cover what all we're going to be doing today. How is everyone doing? I see we have Gnome Area. Is it Gnome Area or Gnome Area? I know there was like a little bit of debate about that. Maybe like a week ago, I was talking to some people and we weren't quite sure how it was pronounced. If it's Gnome Area, type in Gnome Area, one word. And if it's Gnome Area, it's Gnome Area. Okay. All right. That's what I thought. All right. Cool. So, sorry if anybody got multiple notifications for tonight's stream. I went temporarily stupid and, turned off and started my stream, like redid it like 3 times, because it's been a very long day and I don't have a brain. So today in ASKA, we are going to continue our epic journey with our farm to finish getting it set up, the food production farm that's off to the side of our village. I want to get our training barracks filled out, which means that we need to recruit more villagers, which means I probably need more Jotun blood. I'm going to have to check my stock and see how much I have. The cooking area still needs some love. I think I'm still waiting on beams for a few buildings to like get it updated. So like the cooking area needs to be fleshed out some more. Need to build a lot more roads. I still want to build like a little path that goes down the other side of Chieftain's Hill. And I need to get my armor smith up and running. I think I actually need to prioritize that over everything else so that I can get my warriors. Let me actually bump that up to the top of my list here. So that I can get my warriors outfitted appropriately, and they stop dying during blood moons and stuff because I'm playing on the hard difficulty. So, with all that being said, let's get into it. And I know I promised my gnomes something special. I have a very good idea for what I want to do. I have not had a chance to work on it because work has been killing me. But I am very excited. I am very excited for it. You will see, and you will laugh, and I hope, or roll your eyes. One of those things. Probably laugh. What am I doing? So when I say the road on the other side of Chieftain's Hill, what I want to do is I want to bring it down this way. So right from here, wrap it around down this way and then down there, because I will often come up from this side of the mountain and try to get up the hill and stumble my way up it. So I want to build a proper path so we don't have to stumble anymore. I might actually branch it off and go down there also. Let's I'm gonna go ahead and lay down that path now and see. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll bring it out like so. And I'm seeing it kind of go down the hill like this. I'm trying to hit the high points. Trying to hit the high points here on the side of the hill, so I know it doesn't dip too sharply. Because if it dips too sharply, we'll get like weird, like jagged areas while we're going up and down the path. So I want to make sure that it is Something like this. Is that? Okay, no, that's my curve. All right, so we can put it down like here. And we'll just leave that for the villagers. And then when we come back, actually not yet. I do want to do my other side real quick here. But after the villagers hoe it out, because it's not like it's not like a priority thing right now. After the villagers hoe it down, we'll come back through with the road maker and we'll beat it into a beautiful gravelly submission. Nobody likes it when it dips shartly. That's correct. Did I say shart? Because if I did, that's kind of hilarious. I'm okay with it. Put that there. I guess we'll... do like... so. Also. Did it? I'm gonna own it. That's fine. Nobody likes it when it dips sharply. There, I helped. I want to go see what my Jotun blood supply looks like. Because I need more villagers. I need to, let me actually check. I'm going to go through all of my like normal guys because I am trying to focus on like health for my warriors over like strength and like melee combat proficiency right now. Because we have the water runestone, which means while that runestone is active, they will constantly have 3 stars of melee combat proficiency. Like as far as like skill up. So they will skill up super, super fast. So I'm no longer worried about having melee combat proficiency. I am worried about my warriors being big beefy boys. So I'm just going to kind of go through all of my villagers here and see who all would be good candidates. Frederick is a good candidate. He's got 300 health. Who was that? Look at that. Jokum's a beefy boy too. Look, 400 health. That's crazy. He is currently a gatherer. So I'm probably going to want to pull him off and put him on the barracks for training. Jokum. Carl would also work, I think. He's got battle scarred veteran, which is where he's getting that that 300 health from. Kyliana, who is part of our crafter's warehouse. Okay, we'll do Jokum first. Liv could also work. I like that she has tireless vitality. But I kind of want to keep her on the firewood warehouse because she has tireless vitality. Jonte has like a crap load of stamina. Look at that, 406 stamina and 44 stamina regen. Twice as much as Liv does. Let's see if I can find anybody else that has like 400 health. I just want to scrub through here. I'm not going to analyze every single one of them. Who was that? Adelaide, who is already part of our town guard. Great. That's 300. Looks like it's probably just Jokum. Alright. So I'm going to go see. Let's see if I have any Jotun blood in here. I don't. 3 in here. Just drop that there. I need to repair my wood chopping axe. I'm gonna go do that real quick before I forget. Because I will. As I always do. Nope, not you. No sticks. Mm. Okay, mission accomplished. Let's go see what our... We did have a blood moon. And I cleared out the skeletons also. So we had a blood moon and I cleared out the skeletons over here at one point during the last stream. So we should have at least a few Jotun blood that should have been collected. And it looks like we have a whole lot. Awesome. 5. Yeah. Let's go get another villager started. Oh, do we have bomb storages up? Where are you going with that? We do. Oh, look at all those bombs! I totally forgot that I put up bomb storages. And like now I have a ton of bombs. Okay. So we should be able to fully reset the mine also. If I can find my cart. Okay. It's over at the blacksmith. So we will also go fully reset the mine so we can get some more rocks and ore going. Cool. And I think I also want another blacksmith. Somebody to help Helga out. What is my highest crafter? 51. Bummer. It means I don't have access to the highest tier armor yet, which sucks. But that is okay. The highest tier armor, just so that you know, you have to have a crafter at 75 or above, and that unlocks like the highest tier armor that you can get. Mighty Vigor or Thirsty Giant. So I know if I do Thirsty Giant here, Thirsty Giant is like extra hit points. So I'm gonna go with Ursula over Mighty Vigor, I think, this round, because I'm looking for warriors specifically right now. She's also got Rock Breaker, which I think gives extra strength. So that's just a bonus on top of it. I'm gonna go drop off the extra Jotun blood that I had picked up real quick. Queue it up for the next one. Need to go get a bite to eat because I am very hungry. Sounds kind of like me in real life too. Who are you and why are you just standing there? Yeah, that's right. Get to work. Thank you. Let's see what the status of this is. Okay, not too bad. Where are we in stage 1 of 2? Okay. I really want the cooking houses to be finished mainly right now. I do need to also go put down another cottage over here by the cooks so that they can have... Eventually, I'll probably put down a longhouse back here, but for now, I really like how the cottages look. So I'm gonna go put down another cottage over there. And I think also, let me add to my list again here. I'm gonna start on walls. I'm gonna start on walls around the city. I'm just gonna do hedge walls for now. You gonna eat? No, you're not gonna eat. I'll come set with Hanson. Why did he have a question mark over his head? What up, Hanson? Everything going okay? Training going good? Okay, bye. I do need to go see why he had a question mark or exclamation mark over his head. You have a weapon? You do have a weapon. You're good. You have 2 weapons. Why do you have 2 weapons? You don't have 2 weapons. I was just looking at that wrong. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, cool. So our food... This is our food warehouse our food storage warehouse here. So this is good because we're going to put somebody in here now. What did I want this for? What did I want these here for? Was it for spoiled food? I think it was for spoiled food. Let's do spoiled food and compost for both of these bins. Great. Let's do that. What did we want to do about... I know I want to set these back ones for fish oil. Specifically just for fish oil. I'm going to set one of these for cooked meat. I'm going to do one of these for... Let's do 80. So actually, it'd probably be easier if I turned it all back on and turned off what I didn't want at this point. So no cooked fish meat, no cooked fish mushrooms, no cooked red meat, no gray mushrooms, no yellow mushrooms, no carrots, no onion. And none of that. So I'm going to save this as a preset and call it basic foods. Okay. That way I can go through and load. I'm just curious what I decided on earlier. Okay, so not too much different. Just 100 over 80. I'm still going to leave it at 80 though for now. But now instead of adjusting everything, I can just go through and load that preset really quick. And just for kicks, I'm going to put the old one on class 2. So I don't want them to do like just meat soup and just fish soup, because I will have my cooks like cooking different kinds of food. And if the food warehouse guys, who I guess I need to find someone to put on here, what I kind of want to happen is I want the people that are at the cooked food warehouse to fill up the cooked food and like have it cap so that the cooks actually forcefully get backed up and are forced to prepare foods that are on different priority levels, right? So they have like, say I have like one cook that's set up to cook fish soup and then cook meat soup and then cook like vegetable soup, right? Chances are that cook is very rarely going to get to the vegetable soup down at the bottom unless you cap your storages. Unless you cap your storages, then they will eventually, your storages will fill up, they will cap, and the cook will get backed up and they'll be forced into like making different kinds of foods. And I kind of want that to happen just to get like variety for food types, even though you don't need it. You don't need variety. Like you can only make like fish or meat soup and in stews, and that would be fine. But I do it for the RP. It makes me feel like a considerate leader, which is just just how I do, I guess. But it does kind of also help to, like, if you cap out your storages, it also kind of like helps to like balance your supplies a little bit too, because you know you can burn through all of your meat, or you can burn through all of your fish, and have like a surplus of vegetables, or the other way around if you do vegetable soup on top of everything. So it just kind of like helps to keep things a little bit like balanced, so you're not like taking more of one resource than another. Can I put anybody on here right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 builders, which is the number that I like to have. Hmm. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna see what my new villager is like here in a moment. And I am not producing any wood beams. Why is that? I know there's like... I know there's hardwood long sticks over there. Oh, I think I have my cart locked, don't I? Can I access that menu from here? Yeah. Alright, that's why they're not pulling stuff off the cart. Because I know I've got hardwood long sticks on that cart. That's why I put it over there. I just forgot to unlock it for them. And it also looks like our raw food storage is done, which is good. I'm going to tear down these. I need to get workers in here for both of these. The raw food and the cooked food. And for my farming warehouse. But that's actually okay. Because, let's do one more raw food. Storage. Beets. Berries. Battlestar Galactica. I look for every opportunity in life to use that reference. Hold up. What were you? Alright, let's see. Thirsty Giants. Stonebreaker. 308 strength. Nice. Oh good, she's got Mighty Vigor also. Sweet. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, she's definitely going on warrior training. I think this one's filled up. It is. And that's okay, because we have another one over here. That is not done yet, apparently. And you're full. And you're full. And you have room for one more. So let's put you in there. I already forgot who that was. Crap. Oh, that's okay. I know how to figure it out real quick. There you are. Ursula. Right. Let's put you on day watch. Beets, berries, cabbage. Basically right now, I am assigning one raw food silo to each type of food. And the only reason why I do this is to kind of keep things organized in the raw food warehouse. Because I don't know if you've noticed this, but I do not like going into the tab menu to look at stocks of food, and I know that that is silly, but that's just how I do. I prefer to like just run through the raw food warehouse and like hover over everything to see like where we're at. It's just makes more sense in my head to do it that way. Garlic, onion. Onion. Alright, so those beetroot, berries, cabbage, carrot, garlic. I'll do these three for the mushrooms. These will be gray mushrooms. learn to spell, please. Thank you. And then this one will be yellow mushroom. And then over here, we will do red meat. Red meat. Here we will do red meat. Also. We'll do fish meat here. And we'll do one more for fish meat. Here. Actually, no, we're not going to need one for fish. We're only going to need the one for fish meat, I think. Yeah, because they'll be cooking up all of the fish meat over here. And then hopefully the cooks will be using it to cook fish soups and such. So I got fish meat, and then I got 2 extra ones. I could just tear these down, or I could maybe do one for Dragon Balls later. No, fish blubber. Yeah. Fish blubber. Thank you. All this blubber. And we'll call this one blubber too. Because I fully expect blubber too. I fully expect to have a lot of blubber. If things do end up working out the way that I want them to. So I think this guy is, aside from needing a few sticks, I need 5 sticks. I think that raw food warehouse is actually ready. I'm going to shift over the guys that I have on the raw food warehouse that I already have up over to that raw food warehouse here in a moment. And then I'm going to go get all of the food from that raw food warehouse and put it in this raw food warehouse. And I think this should be for yellow mushrooms, if I remember right. Mushrooms, gray mushrooms, yellow mushrooms. I do remember right. And I want to put the priority for this. This is going to be anything that the cooks need, essentially. So it's going to be knives. It's going to be... It's going to be knives, but I'm going to go ahead and do torches also. And I'll do one for... I'll just do 2 wooden shovels, because the forester is close. Yeah, and I think that's it. That works. Let's do that. Guess I'll go make some beams myself here in a moment. Let's go check on the other raw food warehouse, the old one that we're going to tear down. And this will give us a whole lot of sticks back. I'm going to have to move all of those seeds over. Do I have anyone in this? I do have somebody in this cooked food warehouse. Okay. Ridiculous. Did I not turn off priorities for some things? No, I guess I didn't. Okay. Alright, who's on this? Who's in the... Let's do the raw food warehouse. Who's in here? Common market. Oh, this is Jotun and okay, so they're not. They weren't gatherers. They were warehouse workers. All right, that's fine. Common market. Jotun was one of the guys that I was thinking about making a warrior because he's got 400 health. Mm-hmm. And we'll put you there. Okay. And we'll start moving all of our stuff over. I think I tore down the seed storage over here, didn't I? Because it's going to be over at the cook's warehouse. Or the farmer's warehouse. Yep. Beetroot, carrots, and berries. Okay. All right. Beetroots, carrots, berries. And then onions, garlic, and cabbage. Cabbage, garlic, onion. And then this one will be... They don't actually need flax or pine coat or reeds over here because they are not making those over here. So... new plan, just to kind of keep everything balanced. All of this side. These are definitely more seeds than I will ever use, but whatever. All of this side will be berries, carrots, and beetroot. And all of this side will be cabbage, garlic, and onion. Cabbage, garlic, onion. Yeah. That works. Set priorities for these real quick. I'm gonna need rakes. Pretty much just rakes, really, for the farmers. Right? Yeah. So we'll do 4 of those and 4 of these. Yeah, and that's it. That's all I want there. And that's firewood for their... And this is going to be for firewood for their house over there. And this is going to be for spoiled food and for compost. Also... I could just drop all of this on the ground, but that feels lazy. So I am not. That needs to go over to the other farm. I do need to put someone on this one. But who? she's got a lot of stamina. I'm kind of like, I'm looking through these guys trying to think of like what I want to use certain people for moving forward and like what I don't want certain people, like some people I want. I mean, you can put like anybody anywhere really. It doesn't really matter, but I'm trying to think of like who would make good like fighters, who would make good like hunters, who would make good like archers for archer towers and whatnot. And avoiding picking those people for menial labor tasks. Yeah, let's go summon another villager real quick and see what we get. Do I want to just be lazy and throw all of this food on the ground and have my dudes come pick it up? No, I don't. I mean, yeah, I kind of do. At least some of it. I don't want to have to go back and forth with all this. Let's throw all this blubber on the ground. Because right now, if that blubber spoils, then it's just compost anyway. I'm comfortable with that. I also need an armor smith. I want to check and see like what armor I have access to right now. Okay. Yeah, so crafting level 75 for the bulwark chest piece. The Huskarl's armor is what I really want for my warriors, which I can do now, actually. I just have to upgrade my weaver and my leather worker. And that's all the shoulder armor? No, there we go. I do have leather shoulder armor. So I'm eventually going to do, I'm going to do 2 armor smiths because I want one specifically for melee guys and I want one armor smith that is specifically for rangers because I want to dress my rangers in leather and my melee people in iron. And I'm going to do that by basically blacklisting them from basically just whitelisting melee guys for the melee armor smith and whitelisting the archers for the archer armor smith. Ooh. So these are both good options. I like iron lungs, especially for like market workers and for warehouse workers, because you know they run longer, which is always a good thing. And I kind of like if a con here has like any kind of like health bonus perk, then he would be a pretty badass warrior with bear power and tireless vitality. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with him and see what we get. I'm gonna get some more Jotun blood and queue up for the next villager. And then I'm gonna go, where are we at? Then I'm gonna go, let me actually just grab all of this. Then I am going to go work on that cottage for my cooks. And the guys that are all working over there. But before we do that, I'm going to take just a short break so I can go use the restroom. And I'm going to do a 3-minute ad break while I do that so that the ads will leave people alone for a little while. So 3 minutes, I will be right back. It's still off center. I don't know why. Before we go back into the game, Pixel and Bit, are you guys still with me? I need to show you something. It's very important. I want to make sure that you're like paying attention before I click over. All right, here we go. Let's see if I got this lined up right. Look how fat she is. Meow. Look. Yeah. That's Mimi. That's our chonkers. That's the big one. She is a very, very pretty cat. Yes. She's also quite large. Hard to tell from this angle, but she is. She's a big girl. And she loves having her belly rubbed. It's like her favorite thing. All right. Let's get back in here. I've already forgotten what I was summoning. That's okay. I need a smelking pen so I can carry some smilk around with me. I'm not used to having to stop and like eat all the time. But first, I want to make some of these beams. I need to make these beams so that these guys will finish up. Oh, actually, let me just put them in here. So we can finish up the cookhouse and repairing whatever needs to be repaired over there. I think that's the gatherer's house. What do you need? Draw knives? Yeah. Let's get some draw knives. Who are you? Zelda? Zelda, what are you doing over here? You got your own stuff. Get out of here. She's the only cat that I've ever had that really likes belly rubs. Like none of the other cats I've owned have owned. I own them. None of the other cats I've ever had seem to care much for belly rubs. And also, fix that. There we go. Spring ends in 6 days. Ideally, I will have my armor smith running. Works. My armor smith up and running early summer at the latest. Chroma Kitty 40 on Insta. I will. I'll let my fiance know because she's the one that like follows all the cats. Actually, no. I'm gonna look her up real quick. Hold on. Oh, she's a tortie. Cute. Am I on my account? I don't know what account I'm on. Oh, she does have a lot of followers. What is that like, I wonder? Like when you're like streaming and you realize your cats have more followers than you. What does that feel like? I know Mimi would definitely have more followers than I do. Absolutely. She's cute. She's adorable. Chroma Kitty is wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Is it weird? Yeah, I thought it would be. It'd be weird for me. It'd be weird being jealous of my cat, I think. Though, well, maybe no. Maybe it wouldn't be weird being jealous because every time I see my cat like lounged in like what looks like a seriously comfortable like pretzel position on the couch, I always feel a little bit jealous of my cat anyway. So, 'cause I wish that I could lay that way and be comfortable. Great. What am I repairing? I'm pretty sure it's the gatherer's house over here. Okay, so she's got like, she's got a hell of a head start on you. Fair enough. It is the gatherer's house. Great. Yeah, so I do things like a little bit differently than like most people do, IP man. Also, welcome to the channel if I haven't said hi before, or if we haven't talked. But I do things differently than like a lot of people do. Like on the ASKA Discord, they will tell you to whitelist your or blacklist like all of your villagers except for like your cooks and stuff from the raw food warehouse. But I bank on having more farms than I need, and like overproducing vegetables, and I don't have anybody blacklisted from the raw food warehouse. Like all of my tier 1 villagers will come straight here and like snack on vegetables, and I'm okay with that because I have so many. Like I overproduce them so much that I don't really have a problem with like keeping up with vegetables. I also have 2 campfires going, like barbecues going to cook up fish. Primarily they are cooking up fish to be fish butchers because I want to stock up on blubber for making fish oil. But they are cooking all of the fish. That fish meat which is being cooked can be used by the cooks, but it's also another source of food for tier 1 villagers. And tier 1 villagers are going to make up the majority of your population, right? Because you got like a lot of warehouse workers, you got a lot of builders that are like running around, like a lot of people that are doing like menial jobs that they don't really like skill up on very fast. So the majority of your village, unless your village is very old, is going to be tier 1 or like tier 2 villagers. And for tier 2 and tier 3 villagers right now, I have 4 cookhouses down, but I've only got 2 operational. I've got 1 person here at Hannah's Bakery, and I've got 2 people here at Papa Jotun's that are like cooking soups and stews, and that's it. I think the big secret to making sure that you are supplying enough food for all of your people, like having a tavern is great. I am really liking the tavern as kind of like the new food warehouse. Even though I do have another food storage here. Food storage here. This is actually the new one. This is not the... This is the old one here, Warehouse 9, which I'm going to be taking people off of here in a moment. But what were they getting, I wonder? But yeah, the big secret, I think, the thing that I think that a lot of people miss out on is just making sure that your production line for food is well established and everything is like relatively close together, right? So I have right now, this is my food farm here, right? It's just one farm, but I am running the larger farms with Builder Buddy. So this is essentially 2 farms right here. All of the food gets grown here, and then it goes into the raw food, which is like right across the road, and then it goes over to the cooks right here, and then it goes over to the tavern. So you can see my production line is set up kind of like in a straight line. Now I am getting rid of these 2. This is my raw food warehouse and my cooked food warehouse right here. I am about to get rid of these 2 and just put like a road in between this right here, because my new cooked food warehouse is going to be right behind my cooks. You want your raw food warehouse rather. You want your raw food warehouse to be as close to your cooks as possible. You want them to like travel the least amount of distance so that they are always cooking, constantly turning out food, not wasting time traveling long distances to go like fetch ingredients and stuff. That's how you end up with like burned food or like the cook fire like not going for like too long. Hey, Cap. Also, I need coal storage in there now that I think about it for their fire. So I need to put down a couple of coal storages in there. But there's like, there's a lot of nuance to like food production, and really it just kind of like boils down to like trying to make sure everything stays as efficient as you can make it. Oh, I need to eat something. I'm like running my mouth, starving to death over here. Just trying to make sure that everything stays as efficient as you can possibly make it. Don't be afraid to let your tier 1 villagers eat the raw food. If you don't want them eating all the raw food, you can kind of like separate out another warehouse for them specifically for raw food that they can eat. I think that in this save, having the, I'm just gonna park this right here, I think, while I go eat. I think having the cooks constantly cooking fish meat to cut up the fish. I do have 2 fishing huts going over here, but having them constantly cook that fish is like really helping out with food also. Hey, Laz. But yeah, I mean, it's like, it's not like there's not like a simple answer for like how to feed all of your villagers. It really is a lot of different things. And I think different approaches work for different people, right? Like it just kind of also depends on how you play. Around 10 NPCs for food farm, then maybe 15. Yeah, and I think there's some nuance to how the farms work that I'm not quite sure that everybody understands. Also, hey Abby. Like, how do I explain this? When I have farmers farming, I have. You didn't see the notification? Like, I restarted my stream like 3 times on accident, so I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't get bombarded with notifications. I have a farmer working the farm at all times. So, like, I have 3 to 4 farmers on each farm. Like morning, evening, and night. There's just constantly someone there because like weeds are always growing on your farm, and if the weeds hit 20%, then it slows your crop growth. And so you don't want that. You always want somebody there to be de-weeding. So like if you don't have a farmer on for the night shift and weeds are growing on your farm over the night, it's slowing down your crop growth, and that's going to ultimately slow down your, like, you know, yearly yield, your harvest. So make sure that you always have a farmer farming all the time and keep them equipped with rakes, and make sure that their rakes are close. That way they don't have to like run too far to go re-equip themselves. And then you should, you know, you should be fine. You should be fine after, you know, just doing that for the farms. Yeah, hold on. I have a thing for this. The more you know. Did I put that on I did not. I'm going to get the Elgato Stream Deck Plus XL at some point, and then I'm going to put all the like weird memes that I've put on here. I'm going to put all my memes up so I can just button press them. Yep. Hell, I was running my mouth and forgot what I was doing again. If there's one thing I am really good at, it is running my mouth and forgetting what I was doing. Villager? Did I summon one already? Do you have a place to live? You do not. What did you have? Bear power, tireless vitality. You are very strong, but you don't have the health pool that I'm looking for. So... I think I moved. I did. I moved those guys off of there. I need somebody on... What should I name my farm warehouse? What should I name my farm warehouse? Costco. That feels right. Okay. Snacky Shack? No, but I like that for my cooked food warehouse. Snacky Shack. Excellent. Thank you. It's much better than cooked food storage. Or maybe I'll like... Because once I do get another tavern up, I am going to make that tavern out there just a tier 1 tavern. So maybe I'll like rename the other one TGI Fridays and rename this tavern Snacky Shack. I feel like Snacky Shack is a good name for a tavern. Yeah. Hold on. What else did I think I had? Who's here? You put you in a house. Gertrude, warehouse 9. I'm gonna put you in Snacky Shack. Entirely too many villagers. Gertrude, sign. Yep. I'm gonna go work on breaking those down. I'm gonna get another villager going. Yes. Going to get another villager going. I need... Oh, do I want a daytime person or do I want a nighttime person? The warehouse is more of a Costco. Yeah, no, that's what I did. The farmer's warehouse. I named it Costco. Though I guess I feel like a farmer's warehouse would be more like a Home Depot, right? Would it be? Maybe Night Owl. I think Night Owl too. I do need another nighttime cook, so we'll go with that. You know what? I want to kill some stuff. Yeah. Oh, I want to... Before I go kill some stuff, I want to get started on some more upgrades, because I need to upgrade my leather worker and my weaver so that I can make the armor that I want to outfit my dudes in. So let's do that. And yes, I know I could do this from the map. I choose to run to the building. Because it's immersive. Because it makes me feel like a part of the game. Smolkr pens or hunters could be 5 guys. Could be. I think I have a 5 Jarls, actually. I'm getting distracted again. Hold on. Essential oils, cooking house. I don't. This one is what I was gonna name 5 Jarls. So I've got essential oils, which is going to focus on fish oil. I have 5 Jarls, Papa Jotun's, and Hannah's Bakery, because there's 2 Hannahs that work there. And they are not friends. They do not like each other at all. It is so funny. I'm developing, like, this whole story about the 2 Hannahs at the bakery now in my head and how much they hate each other. All right, I want to go kill some skeletons. I want to kill some skeletons because I think I could use more bones. Nope, I'm actually good on bones, but I do want more weapons. Because I'm going to get one of probably my air runestone shaman is going to go on the blacksmith to research weapons for me, because her shamanism is 100 and she will get the most skill gains, like the most knowledge gains from researching weapons. And I want to get those researched. Sprouts? That must be regional. I've never heard of sprouts. See, so this is what I mean with the jagged shards. Was it jagged shards? I forgot what it was that I called it accidentally earlier. West Coast? Yeah, okay. I'm from the south, but I live on the East Coast now. I've never heard of sprouts. Though I did grow up in, well, it's hard to say I grew up anywhere because I'm a Navy brat, but I did live for a very long time when I was a kid in East Bremerton in Washington. So part of me, at least, is West Coast. Yeah. Ingmar, you got that? Yeah, you got backup. You're good. Okay. Yep. Eagle. Oh, it's gonna annoy me. Be fixed. Oh, sweet. Okay. Where are you at? All the way on the other side of the village. That's cool. And we have one warrior over there. I'll just run. I think it'll be fine. I do love Aldi. Aldi's great. And like they've come a long way too. Like I remember like when Aldi was like first a thing, it felt kind of shady. I want to say like Aldi felt like a very shady grocery store. But like if you've gone into one recently, it's like really nice in an Aldi right now. Like they've done a lot of work to like spruce their places up. Where is it? There they are. Oh god, I'm on a stick shortage. Leave my fences alone. Where are they? Alright, there's one. Why? Where? How did you guys get in there? Seriously? There's another one? Where was that? Okay, great. Good. Finja took care of it. I don't have enough sticks for this. Maybe. I don't know. How am I doing on sticks? Clearly, I don't use this menu very often. Not enough. Not enough to count. I'm not comfortable with this. Oh good, trees are being planted. Birch trees are being planted. Awesome. Let's grab some sticks. Let's grab some bark. Fix those fences. I think hedge walls are going to be like the next thing that I do. Alright, hold on one second. I will be right back. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Full disclosure, whenever I am like updating my mods or if I'm like working on a new mod or whatever, like I have like a folder of like mods that I use to help me like test, and one of those is like an item duper for like specifically for like building mods, right? So that way I don't have to like run around and gather resources. I can just duplicate what I need to build whatever it is that I'm building for whatever it is that I'm testing. And I forgot to take it out of my mod list before I started the save. I don't like playing with those on because that would be cheaty, but they are very helpful for testing. So that's what I use them for. And oh, there's no game sound. There we go. Thor's Horde. Ooh, what could I... The Armory. When I make my armory, that's what I'm going to call it. Yeah. You might have to remind me, though, because I have a pretty shitty memory. But I do like that. Loki's vault. Let me pin this also, because I want that to be done like ASAP. New villager, what we got? What do we see? Fisher, which I have a ton of. And nighttime person, and that's essentially it. Stealth constitution is pretty useless. I am not worried about that at all. So she will be our other nighttime cook. And then I think both of my cooking houses over here will be full. Yeah, Papa Jotun's and Hannah's Bakery. So let's put her... She'll go on night watch, which is mostly reserved for warriors. It's reserved for warriors, cooks, and bloomers. Basically anything like the warriors, like they have like their own special shift that doesn't have a break in the middle. Just because they could spoil food or, you know, create slag. And warriors don't really need a break. They're just happy to be there. Like, they're just happy to be part of the village, right? Let's put you on a later day shift. I don't know what to do with you. I need to assign her here. I need to put them in a house. Not that one. See if I have one. I do. You probably need some sleep. I'm gonna go get this other cottage. I want to get another cottage built over here. I'm thinking right here is a good spot. Cottage. Where are you? There you are. I'm going to lower this first. Just a little bit. Barkala. I like that. I kind of like the buck he named his one of his kennels Grimm's Wolves. I thought that was clever. Right there. Yep. You guys get on it. No, it's okay. I actually have like a whole list of like names for different structures. I just I don't have it pulled up right now. But like anytime I think of like something that I think is clever or like a little bit funny, I'll pull up that list and add to it. Maybe I'll put it as like a sticky note on my computer or something, so I don't have to like go hunt for it every time. Because it's in Google Drive. I don't want to Why was slag blocked? I swear the auto mod is so weird. Sorry about that. You cannot do anything with slag. No, slag is useless. You can hoe it into oblivion, and that's about it. I mean, it takes, to be fair, Abby, it takes me a while to think of stuff too. I'm not like spontaneously clever at all. I'm more of a like, I'm like taking a poop and I thought of something funny while I was pooping kind of a guy. I'm not. I can't plan anything at all. Can slag be used as fertilizer? That's cool. So much meat. What are you guys making? You are making fish soup and meat soup. I'll go ahead and just plop some of this in here. You should be making meat soup and fish soup. Oh, I've got you both on fish soup because I got the, right, because I got, I want the fish meat cut up. Yes. Jeez, really? Already, huh? My hunters are like killing it with the small meats. Question, so would a cooking hut be like 7-Eleven? It could be like a 7-Eleven, yeah. Yeah. Especially because you can make like fish oil there too, so it's not just it's not just food. But I mean, you're like essentially getting gas also. Why not? No, this might take. You know what? The mushrooms, I think, because like I'm playing on soggy, so I'm not too much worried about mushrooms going bad. I'm gonna drop these and let the food warehouse guy pick up all the mushrooms. I'm relocating my raw food warehouse, if anybody is curious. I know I didn't quite explain that for anybody that has joined recently. That is what I'm working on right now. And these mushrooms. There's a lot of mushrooms. Did I learn how to make mushroom soup? I feel like I could benefit from mushroom soup. Garlic. I wish there was a take all button. That would be pretty convenient. Parkour. I got red meat. Yeah. Red meat. Garlic. There. And to take half. Yeah. How would you program a take half? I'm sure it's possible. Eggs. Oh, this is going to be exhausting. Did I make an egg storage? Tell me I made an egg storage. I didn't make an egg storage. That was dumb of me. Mushrooms, onions, garlic, carrot, cabbage, berries, beets. Alright, Blubber 2, you are now for eggs. I wonder what it's like running across so many mushrooms. I bet it's squishy. I don't know why that made me chuckle. But I bet it is. I bet it's squishy. I think if it was daytime, I would just let this warehouse worker have at it. Just like put all of this stuff on the ground and let this warehouse worker come pick everything up. But it is not the daytime and I don't want any of this to spoil. I think now that I have a nighttime cook for both of my cookhouses, I also need a nighttime cooked food or snacky shack warehouse worker to come collect all of this food that is being cooked at night. Yeah. Where is both of my Hannahs? And check your schedules. Day watch and night watch. Okay, so you guys should be good. And let me check your schedules. Put you on day watch. And this gives them some overlap too, so they can help each other out a little bit at the start and at the end of the shift, like every good restaurant should do. I used to work in a restaurant, so I know how important it is to help your fellow teammates out at the end of a shift, because it's nice. It's the right thing to do, I guess. You know, no, actually, I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit. Because, like, after working a long day in a restaurant, you smell like food, you're tired of dealing with people. It's just nice to help, you know, like those, you know, day shift people, like, get out of there a little bit earlier. Did I do onions? I did do onions. Great. This is going to take me all night. Onions, more. Did I just not get the rest of the garlic? No carrots, no cabbage, whole lot of berries. Kind of surprised there's no beets in there. Also, I want to check with my farms and make sure that I am, in fact, making all of the vegetables. I do want to make all of the vegetables because I like having dyes to dye my clothes. Beets, berries, Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, because you can make fish oil at them. They can be 7-Elevens, absolutely. I see no problem with that. Almost done. I need to take those over to the other farm. Oh, crap. Okay. Let's go. Not essential oils. Well, I'm not gonna just make fish oil, I think. Right? Drop some berries in there. Maybe somebody will eat them. Let's give themselves a little snacky snack. I need to take these over to the other farm. Especially those stick seeds, because I seem to always be running out of stick seeds. I don't think sticks work the same way that, open, thank you. I don't think stick seeds work the same way as like the other plants do. I feel like not every, dwarf spruce that you harvest yields reed seeds. I'm gonna want to move that campfire because that's bugging the hell out of me. Not right now though, but at some point I will want to move that campfire because it's bugging the hell out of me. Maybe I'll put it over here. Okay, let's go drop these sticks off. Actually, let me grab a bite to eat while I'm over here. I will go drop these seeds off, not sticks. I have sticks on the brain. Maybe I'll go cut down a couple of... No, they'll be fine. I'll make the cottage soon. It won't take them long. I am really sorry, but I do need to take a little break. I'm still dealing with this pinched nerve in my back, and my arm really hurts. I'm gonna just go stretch it real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm gonna, because we're pretty close to, this is actually a good opportunity to take an ad break because we're pretty close to like an ad coming up here. So I'm gonna push an ad break for like 3 minutes. So I'll be right back. Okay, thank you for waiting. Sorry about that. I was gonna do like a weird skit like, hey kids, can you say herniated disc? But that felt weird and I did it anyway. So whatever. And for anybody that may have missed it, it'll be in the VOD later, but if you missed it, I did show off my fat cat earlier tonight. So check out the VOD because you'll see how fat one of my cats are. She was sitting in my chair. If she ends up jumping in my chair again, I will slip disc our nasty. Yeah. And this one's like recurring. This is like the third time I've had this problem. So like I know that it will heal, but it just sucks. And it's so weird that like the pain from the pinched nerve like travels down your arm. It like so weird. Oh yeah, behold my stuff. You should see my closet over there. It is like full of crap. Anyway, back to ASKA. Because that's what I do for a living. Mostly. For now. Dun dun dun. What the hell am I doing now? Do I want to help them build that cottage? I do want to help them build that cottage. I want to get that going. Yeah, I haven't actually. I was thinking about selling. Those are like GH5s. I have a GH5 and a GH5S, which I've had for like ever, and I use like on occasion on gimbals. But now, I've gotten to the point where I just mostly use my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema cameras on my gimbals now. So I haven't actually touched my GH5s in forever. I've been thinking about selling them because I don't really use them as much as I used to, or donating them to a worthy budding filmmaker or something, because they're still pretty excellent cameras. They're definitely worth using. Let's cut down one of these trees. I choose you. I kind of want to get... I don't mean to pick that up. I kind of want to get the Blackmagic Pixis cameras, like the 12K ones. I want 2 of those. No, you're right. I mean, that is why I have them as backups right now, essentially. Yeah. I love my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema cameras. I have the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4Ks. I've never felt a need to shoot higher than 4K, so I've never upgraded them. I don't feel a need to upgrade them at all. Like, not even a little bit. Give me your barks. Bark. I'll leave those laying around. Fine, I'll pick up the mushrooms. Should probably go drop off these seeds real quick before they end up spoiling in my bags. Yeah, I like Blackmagic cameras a lot. I like the color that Blackmagic cameras produce. And Blackmagic RAW as like a recording format is just amazing. Just how much data information it can retain in like such a small file size. It's just amazing. Flax, and all of this is flax. Well, a few reeds. Okay, let's put these on the ground here. Ooh, thank you. Nom 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 nom. I got pizza, by the way, for anybody curious. Yeah. Blackmagic RAW is like excellent for color grading. I did a shoot. I did an interview a week and a half ago, and no, it was about 3 weeks ago now. And just being able to like pull the like RAW in and like set the metadata to Rec 709 and just like super quickly have it ready to like push out is just absolutely amazing. And it kind of reminds me of like the color science behind Blackmagic cameras kind of reminds me of Canon in a sense, almost. That kind of like really kind of not like super warm, but like, you know, Canon has a very filmic kind of like quality to it, almost like, you know, like film cameras do. Blackmagic is very similar in that regards. It has a very like filmic kind of quality to it. Where the hell am I going? Oh, I need to finish that cottage. Do I have any bark? I have 7 bark. go chop down some trees. I guess we'll chop down some trees back here. That'll be fine, because apparently I need hardwood also. Yeah. And I think when the daytime rolls around, I'm going to grab my buddies and we're going to go pick some fights with the skeletons to get some weapons stocked up. So we'll kind of like run around to the various enemy POIs that I've been saving for this. I've used Samsung and Canon for years, but I want to put my way into Sony. Yeah, Sony makes really good cameras too. Sony makes really good like low light cameras from what I've seen. I just, you know, again, I just really like the color science behind Blackmagic cameras. So I'm gonna stick with them. And they're doing dual native ISO now. Well, Blackmagic cameras have been doing dual native ISO for a little while, so they're pretty good in low light also. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, Pixel. Because you said that you were using it on a gimbal, right? Oh, I got a pocket full of mushrooms. Let me go take care of this. Let me pick up some more while I'm over here. Actually, let me focus on getting those warehouses cleared out, because I can break them down. Fish oil. I can break them down. For, materials. Where I don't have full strength anymore, I use lighter equipment, but aiming to get back into the big stuff. Plus, for now, it's easier for me. Dude, no, I feel you. So, like, I'm old now, right? Like, I'm not as young as I was when I started out. In video production, and I have fallen in love with these, especially the smaller light kits. Like, hold on, let me pause this. I'm going to show you real quick. Sorry for anybody who doesn't care about this, but I got to show this real fast here. Let me see. Nope, wrong way. These are the Amaran rays. These guys are up here. And I'm going to turn it. This is what I'm using as a rim light for now. A little bit more. Let me zoom in so I can turn it. But I just want you to see like how small it is. And I'm going to show you the bag that it fits in. So like, that's the light. Like, look at how thin that is. It is insane. I absolutely love this light. And the bag that it fits in. Here we go. The bag that it fits in is this. This is for like the light and the softbox and the power cables that come with it. It is like so small and it's so light. So I've got one 60C, so it's a 60 watt lamp, and I've got two 120Cs, which are 120 watt lamps. And like, I do have like bigger softboxes. Like I can't turn the camera. Well, actually I could turn the camera up there, but I have bigger softboxes that I can also put on those because they're Bowens mounts. But you need like heavier light stands for them because they are such small lights that they will like tip over. But anyway, they're super small, super light. I also have a couple of Amaran F22Cs that I use for like interviews, and they are basically like folding, like 2x2, like folding LED lights that are like that come in like easy to carry cases also. Anyway, the point is like lighter gear is a godsend, especially like when you start getting older and you don't want to like mess around with having to carry around like different cases for soft boxes and cases for lights and like all kinds of like different stuff. Having like something like that to just like throw in a very small thing that you can like carry around all three lights under your arm instead of having to make like 4 or 5 different trips. pretty awesome. Awesome stuff. And they're pretty affordable too. Those Amaran Rays, the smaller ones, surprisingly affordable. And they have excellent color quality. That's what those wagons are for. I do have one of those, but the thing is, Pixel, is that I live on the 4th floor of an apartment complex that has no elevator. So, those wagons don't really help with that situation. Like having to go up and down all of those stairs constantly. But I do have a folding cart. I have a folding cart that's actually right over here that I will go load up for, you know, whenever I get on location. Is that everything? Who's that? Who follows? What's going on? I like it. Thank you, Nova Girl. I appreciate you. I'm working on my reactions instead of just being like, "Oh my God, somebody followed me." Oh my, what? Who is that? Who else is doing? Oh, Nova Girl subscribed. Thank you. Appreciate that. That is surprising. I am always surprised when people follow me and subscribe to me. It's new. It's a new feeling that I am exploring. All right. I'm going to quickly delete all of this. I didn't change my hotkey for dismantle buddy. But yeah, like having to go up and down those stairs with like all of the video gear that like I have to like carry around, having smaller sets of equipment is absolutely amazing. No, you're welcome, Nova Girl. Thank you for the sub and the follow. I appreciate that. I am using Builder Buddy right at this moment to quickly dismantle all of this stuff. I'm always surprised that like people don't know that Builder Buddy does more than just putting buildings down. But that's probably my own fault because my description for that mod is like a short novel, essentially. Bye, Nomies. I love you. Not to make it weird, but I do. You're adorable. And there we go. Cool. What all do we have going on in here? There's a lot of fish meat. Can I carry all that? I don't think I can carry all that. Oh. Alright, let's... Disappointed in myself there. Don't need this. Not worried about that. Don't need those anymore. Kind of want to keep those. Can keep that. Definitely want to keep that. Definitely want to keep that. No. 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 No, 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 no. No, no, no. Get my trusty Lady of the Night. And whack all that down. Oh, hey, we got some water in here? No. Love you too. From finding their cool little stream to them being in the ASKA cult. Yeah. I don't know if I would say they're in the ASKA cult, but they're getting there. We're getting them there. Thank you. I have a couple of other mods. I have the sequential saves mod, which all of my mod names are alliterative. That's the only reason why it's called that. But it's basically iterative saves. And it's cool because not only like, you know, like auto saves, but it backs up your auto saves, right? So it's got two modes. The first mode is real time. So you can set it to back up a save based on you can set it to back up a save based on like however many minutes in real life you want it to back up. So if you want it to back up every 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 3 hours, whatever, it'll back up that way. And it also has a in-game time. So if you want it to back up at like 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., you can do that, or you can set however many time slots you want. So if you want it to back up at like midnight, 6 a.m., noon, and then 6 p.m., it will back up during all of those times. So I have it set to back up at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. every day. So I have 2 save files for every day. And I have the majority of my Twitch saves saved in a separate folder. So just in case anything does go corrupt or if anything breaks, then it'll be fine. So let me put this fish meat in here. Can I put fish meat in here? I cannot put cooked fish meat in there or in there. Can you take this? Thank you. Can you take this? Thank you. Have a good night at work, Abby. Yeah, I have one other mod that I haven't put out there yet because I've been kind of busy with real life stuff, but it is Grimm's Superior Smolkr Horn. And basically what it does, I can actually show you real quick, but you can select a building in the config file. So like in my config file, I have the town guard building here selected, right? And basically when you toot your horn, it will auto add everyone in that building into your party. So like that. So you don't have to go through the chieftains, the proud chieftain's hut to add people to your party. It is pretty cool. I will get it up soon. Or like if you want to like DM me on Discord, I can just send it directly to you. But I'm still kind of like testing it out, so you might want to wait until it goes up on Nexus. Let's go actually kill, since I added them to my party anyway. I'm gonna go kill those skeletons over here for their sweet loots. That's a fire, not loot. Where's my friends? Come on, guys. Okay. Oop. How dare you interrupt my hydration, dick. Kind of want you guys to stay over here so that anybody that goes out to... Okay. You know what? That's fine. Why are you using a bow and arrow? Oh, no, actually, that's a good question. Why are you using a bow and arrow? That's weird. Whatever. I don't... Usually, like, whenever you have somebody in your party, they will... Oh, I thought he was still alive. They will only use, like, a bow and arrow if their, like, archery skill is higher than their melee skill. But Hansen's using a bow and arrow. And... Okay, bye. Hansen's using a bow and arrow, and his archery skill is not higher than his melee skill. So I'm curious to know why that is. It's not typically how that works. Did I not share it in Bucky's Discord? Maybe I did. Wait, that's not Bucky's Discord. Hold on. I'm in like 4 different ASKA discords. No, I did share it in Bucky's Discord. Okay, cool. No, you got it. Though I have tweaked it a little bit since then, so I am on a slightly updated version. I think I might also increase the radius of like the horn sounds, because it will still call. It will still call like any fighters that are like within the horn's radius, right? So I think I'm going to also increase. Did they go to bed? I think my guys went to bed. Hey. Hey. Oh, rude. Or are they coming back? I think maybe they're coming back. Come on, a little bit closer. Come on. I just want my stone cutters to be able to reach you. You too, buddy. Oh, that was a good try. That was a really good try. I don't want to break the shield. That sucks. Okay, I think that's all of them. Okay, yeah. So then you should be good. But like I was saying, I think I'm going to increase the radius to like 1.5 times what it is right now. Just to give it a little bit more range, because I think it's kind of like silly that you're like blowing that horn, and like anything that's not in like visual range of you like should be able to hear it. Anything that's in visual range of you should be able to hear it, but like oftentimes if they're like more than 30 feet away from you or whatever, they won't actually come to you when you're blowing the horn. Maybe they're in bed. Where have you guys been? What's wrong with you? Oh, yeah. Here, go take care of yourself. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep you up. Thank you for your help in helping me demonstrate this mod. And I also have another one called Zippy Zooms, which I think I put in Bucky's Discord too. I don't have it on right now because I was like having some camera bumping issues, and I thought it was because of my mod, but I still have those issues even without the mod. So now I know it's not the mod, but I might put it back on. But it also it extends the zoom range of the camera. Let me go put this in. Nope. Oh, right, there is no storage for the Draugr weapons at the improved blacksmith. Right. Why does that barracks still need 4 beams? You go there. You go there. You go there. Did I miss an ad? I might have missed an ad. I need to get stream elements on here because I think it does like a chat notification for when an ad is about to pop. What was I doing? Oh yeah, beams. Beams. So I have the barracks pinned. It should have been built by now. If there are beams over at the leather worker and the weaver because I am working on upgrading them, but I know that the builders are not respecting the pens, which it looks like that's what's happening because there's beams in that longhouse there. Oh, and my cottage is built. I need to... Yeah. I need to put her in here. Did not realize it was 2 a.m. Oh, happens to me all the time. You have a good night too, Laz. And I'll talk to you later. Do you have beams in you? You do have beams in you. My builders are not respecting my pens. They are not respecting my authority. At all. Very disappointing. Alright. Let's go get some hardwood. Actually, while I'm out there, I'm going to start laying down some hedge walls. Because I want to build some hedge walls around my food area out here. And I want to extend my fence around this cottage. That requires sticks. I don't have... Oh, I'm getting some. Okay. We're getting there. Let's do... that. We're gonna do... that. 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 Need firewood storage. Thank you. There. One of those divider thingies here. Want a food shelf also for some cheap comfort. Like so. Excellent. Why didn't you finish this one off? What's wrong with you? These villagers don't make no damn sense. Alright, I'm gonna break this down also, I think. The cooks can use cooked fish for filler, right? Yeah. Yeah, they can. Okay. So I want to put that over... I want to put that over raw fish for all of them. Berries first, fine. Mushrooms as filler, fine. Cooked fish. Up here. It doesn't matter where all the red meat goes. Let's do cooked red meat over raw red meat, even though I don't think that we're making any raw red meat. Turn that off. Not that. Not that. Yeah, that. Which reminds me, I need coal storage over here. Do I have... I do have 2 people working in here. Good. I'm trying to think of where I want to put the coal storage. If I can find it. There you are. I don't want to get rid of those fish racks. I don't want to get rid of that rack. Could relocate that rack. Yeah, let's relocate that rack. Two around. I'll put you in the mushrooms. I can live with that. What was in here? Knives, torches, shovels. I think that was it. Yeah. No. Oh, I have all that fish meat on me. All right. Please cook the fish meats. I need a long stick. All right. Coal storage first. Great, do that. Knives. Actually, let's do more than, let's do 6 knives. And shovels. Great. That works. Do just simple warehouse roofs for now, and then we will do bigger ones later. Are you improved? Do you have an improved extension? You do have one. Good. Mm-hmm. And the warehouse roofs serve absolutely no purpose mechanically, but they do give us the torches for ASKA Plus, which should be in the game, in my opinion. They should just put the damn torches on buildings. Let us have this. I'm gonna go put these... in here. Oh, I don't have anybody saved to this yet. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I definitely don't need that many builders out here. This man is strong like bear. Look at that. Oh, he does have bear power. That would make sense then. I'm still going to assign you to this. Ingmar, you will take care of the farmers. What was this? This was cabbage and garlic and onions. So, garlic. Beets and berries and carrots. No carrots. Oh, you got some water from that. I didn't know that. You get water from eating cooked fish. That's interesting. Oh, I really don't care if this gets eaten or not. We have so much cooked fish. Can I just... Yeah, there we go. That's a lot of sticks. Alright, let's do this. I want to bring my flimsy fence around this way. We'll do short fences here. Oh, I wonder if I'm gonna get a blood moon. I should probably go take a nap. Take a nap, and then I should cut down some hardwood so that I can make some beams. And upgrade my weaver and leather worker so that I can make some proper armor for my guys and myself. And then I will feel much more comfortable building up like my like barracks and my training grounds and all of that good stuff. Chill sensitive and rocker, snow strider, and bone breaker. I'm gonna go with bow. And if bow sucks, we're gonna put him on the bait and tackle shop because I like calling my bait and tackle shop Bow's Bait and Tack. I don't have a reason why. I think while I'm laying here, because I am gonna want to like chill here until you know, what is it? 10 p.m. Yeah, 2200 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and like push an ad break because there is another ad coming up, and stretch my legs just a little bit. So let me do that, and I will be right back. 3 minutes. Okay. Thank you for waiting. Sorry about that. And it was, that 3 minutes was almost like the whole in-game hour. By itself. Let's see if it happens. Let's refill my water. No? It'll probably be tomorrow night then. Or 2 in the morning. Okay. Let's go back to the cook side. I'm going to start laying down hedge walls over there. And then I'm going to chop down some hardwood trees, bring back those logs to make some beams so I can build my barracks. I want to get that going. Need to get some people training over there. And then I'm going to focus on the improved leather worker and the improved weaver so that I can make armor for everyone. Yes. That is what I want to do. Where do I want to put those hedge walls? Do I want to run them? I'm trying to visualize this. Do I want to run them across the top? Or closer to my flimsy fence? I think I want to run them across the top. Yeah, I'll probably put like a gate or something here. So this is kind of like my process when I build most of my villages. I always start with flimsy fences around the stuff that I want to protect from like Smolkrs. And then I will start laying out, it will start with hedge walls and laying out hedge walls around my village. Just to kind of like get a feel for what that's going to look like. And when I'm ready for plank walls, I will like reassess where I feel like my hedge walls weren't quite working, and then reposition them from there if I need to. Usually. Sometimes I will just jump straight to the plank walls, but I'm gonna do hedge walls for this one. Where was that rock? There was a rock over here. Okay. So if you go around that rock. And do I want to... I don't want to like cut around it. I want to... kind of angle my curve around it a little. Just out of curiosity. Hedge wall is 2 rope, 5 sticks, 2 long sticks, 1 log. The short hedge wall is not really a whole lot cheaper, honestly. Though you don't really find like a whole lot of uses for logs later on in the game. What is the length of the short hedge wall versus the long one? Half. Okay, that tracks. I'm trying to see if it would be like more like economically feasible to do like the 2 shorter hedge walls, but you would end up for the cost of 2 short hedge walls, you would end up using more sticks. You would trade a stick for a log essentially. But you don't really use logs all that much, and my stick production is not quite there yet, so we're going to stick with the long fence. I do like using the short fences over the long fences when I can, because they are easier to get them to like kind of like look nice when you're stacking them, so you don't have that kind of like weird jaggedness that happens. Or not so much, it's not quite as noticeable. Rather, not like a step ladder, like a crossing up and crossing up. I don't know how to describe what I'm talking about. But anyone who's seen it knows. They know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Wish I could see what I was doing. I think I want to bring this wall all the way from like out here to kind of like across here and put like a little gate here and wrap it around my farm also. Pretty sure that's what I want to do. What do you got, Bo? What's up with you? Yep, Bo is going straight in the bait and tackle shop. What do we have over there right now? Alva. Alva, are you good at anything in particular? No. You have amazing stamina regen, though. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen 50 stamina regen. Oh, it's because it's spring and springtime vitality. Okay. I do know that I want to dismiss you from the bait and tackle shop. I want to rename you Bo's bait and tack. And assign Bo there. It really is, it's the small things that matter, guys. The little things. Little things matter. Little things like having housing to put your people in. Apparently. Okay. Maybe I need to work on that longhouse over there. Like, I know I have this cottage over here, but this cottage is for cooks. This cottage is for cooks and people that work in the food production area over here. It's not for the likes of Bo. I want to put alpha? Kind of want to... I need to go check on those storages. My my raw wood and my carpentry mats storages and see how those need to be set, like finished up. Yeah. Okay, that should work. Okay, people there. I'm gonna want to create a path between here and the food when I can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go treat myself to a nice torchlight dinner. It'll be very romantic. I'm also munching on pizza over here, so trying to spare you from gross mouth noises. Oh, let's go have a poop. That's so dumb. I really wish there was like more utilization for this, for the outhouse. Okay. Okay, carpentry mats is good. Got one person on raw wood. Two people in carpentry, one person in storage over here. Which is fine. Well, lots of bombs. Could still go blow up my Really? No firewood at all. That is weird and surprising. How many people do I have on the firewood storage? 2. else do I need? Why are you starving? There's so much food everywhere. And you get a break in the middle of the day. There is no reason for you to be starving. Alright, I'm gonna put Alva on here. Right, Alva? Yeah, you were the one. Alva will go on the raw food, and that'll give us 2 workers for every storage that I have going on over here. I need to see, he's planting firs, isn't he? Yeah, and that's fine. I need him to plant more firs. So we're going to upgrade him too. And I think I might actually do another forester over here. Yeah. Because I need firewood so bad. Kind of kicking myself. I know I've said this like a few times. Hey, Bear. I know I've said this a few times, but I usually start with a forester a lot earlier. I'll just do... Nope, not here. I usually start with a forester a lot earlier so I can get, like... you know, trees replanted as soon as I can, but... Kind of kicking myself because I did not do that this save, and now I am paying the price for it. I have no firewood. Oh, sorry. Where can I put this forester? That isn't gonna get tore up or require me to, like, build more fences around it. You could put it over here where the old... No, you're good, buddy. It's going good. It kind of quieted down here. It was like, it started off quiet and there were a whole lot of people talking, and now it's quieted down a little bit again. And that's perfectly fine. But it's going good. I might call it sometime in the near future because I am experiencing discomfort. We'll just say that I'm experiencing some discomfort, so I might call it here shortly. But I'm trying to think of how I want to do some things. You know what? I'm gonna put it down here. I need a time machine. I need to not be old anymore. That's what I need. Will you fit? Not really. Not comfortably. So you got all these Smolkrs here. I don't know if they eat the trees out of the forestry house or not. So that's why I'm not sold on putting it here. You know what? Fuck it. We'll see what happens. I didn't want to build any more fences around here, but I might have to. I want the firs to kind of radiate out from this area. That's why I keep coming back over here. should also get a boat builder started. Just so I can tear it down. There. Right? Perfect. Great. Good. Moving on. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is like I'm gonna run with 2 foresters planting firs for now until I get my firewood up, and then once this forester out here is kind of like built up, I'm going to switch him, I think, to birch. And just have this one doing fir trees, and this will be my like primary like fir for the village kind of like area, and this guy will do birch. I might actually just move this out to this outpost also. We'll see. I'm gonna process that for a little while, see how I feel about it later. What the hell was I doing? Oh, yeah, hardwood logs. Yes. For beams. We have none. Why aren't they going to go get all those hardwood logs? What's the tea? There's no tea. I drank the tea. The tea is gone. The tea is in my belly. Unless you want to hear me rant about work for like 3 hours, because I feel like I could probably do that. Oh, that's one thing also one thing I wanted to do. I'm gonna build a separate little path going this way. Little fork. Oh, the tea in the village? Well, the Hannahs don't like each other. I mean, last episode, we saw the 2 Hannahs working in the bakery together. They are not friends. They are stepping on each other's toes constantly. There's like a little bit of like a weird like ego power struggle going on between the 2 of them. I had to make sure that they were separated, working different shifts. Otherwise, you get kind of afraid of what might happen. What else? I mean, aside from that, there's not really been a whole lot going on. I moved over my, I moved, Joachim and Carl over to the new raw food warehouse, which finally got all built up. That's pretty much it. I've been working on like getting some stuff upgraded and getting people moved around in warehouses and getting warehouse goods like moved around. I do have another cottage over here now, right? Are you built up yet? Still only 2 beds. Why is that? It better not be thatch. Do I not have any thatch? Fucking A. Why don't I have any thatch? What? I bet it is thatch, isn't it? Thatch is the issue over here. Thatch, thatch, thatch. Why are we not growing thatch? Did any cuties move into the village recently? No, they're all big dumb hairy Vikings. Oh yeah, you can jump. You can jump. I got the hops. Great. Are you growing reeds? Sticks. Reeds. Okay, so we are growing thatch. Fine. Okay. Spring ends in 4 days. I'm gonna go pick some. I need another bed. I want to summon another villager. We did spend some time giving buildings silly names, though, earlier. Oh, shit. I still have this draw knives on me. Let's go set those down. Oh, and then me and Laws ended up talking about, like, video lights and cameras for a while, and I think I scared some people off. Yep, there we go. Asmund, what are you doing? Why are you not moving? What's wrong with you? Get out of here. Crackhead. That's a short little rope. Okay, these are exactly what I need. I'm not sure why they are not being picked up by my villagers. Settlement. Settlement. Yeah, they should be being picked up by villagers, but they're not. Oh, I heard a Smolkr die. Look at her up there being all cute. Let's grab this. think my village is looking nice though, especially now that it's spring and there's some like color in here. Have a good night, Nova. Thanks for joining. I'm probably going to be calling it soon myself. I also want to eat. I've been trying to eat this piece of pizza for like an hour. It's so cold. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna unload all of this wood and then I'm gonna call it a night. Because I'm hungry and hurty. Everything hurts. It should be a jingle. Hey, brother, please wait. You know, it's fine. No big deal. And then on Thursday, if I'm able to stream on Thursday, then I will focus on getting my armor set and all of that good. But for now, I want to chill out. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna put Grim to bed. And I'm going to do this. I want to thank everybody who showed up, and thank you, Nova, for the follow and the sub. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. East, and on Sundays at 12 noon. That is subject to change depending on like what all happens with the future. I want to at some point in the near future start a community that supports kind of like smaller streamers like me and like Abby and Gnome Area, Dark Wolf, Captain Kangaroo, people like that. Someplace that we can all like kind of like, you know, collaborate together and kind of help each other out if that's a thing that we can do. So look for that in the future. I'll probably try to get something going with that around the time that I start my YouTube channel. But if you like what I was doing here with ASKA, do go check out Gnome Area, Abby Gwen, Dark Wolf, Captain Kangaroo. They are also good creators and very entertaining to watch. So that is that. I'm working on my outro. Bear with me. I know I'm stumbling. So what all did we accomplish today? Well, we didn't take care of the armor smith like I said we were going to do at the start of the stream. We did get the farm warehouse and the farming area set up pretty okay. Not too bad. There is some stuff that I want to do out there, but that's going to have to wait for beautification. The cooking houses are all done, so that's great. The new cottage for the cooking area is also done. I just need to get some thatch out there for the beds so we can start getting some more people in there. Want to do more roads still, and we started on walls. We started putting up walls that will eventually maybe go all the way around the village. I don't know. I don't personally think it's necessary to put walls all the way around the village, but who knows? Might be fun. Might do it anyway. So, so again, thank you to everyone who watched. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this stream and I'm going to send everyone that's here over to Gnome Area. We're going to raid them to help try to get their metrics up a little bit because I think they're pretty close to affiliate and I would like to see that happen for them. So thank you, everyone. Hold tight. I'm going to get us over there. Have a great night.